Hi guys, welcome back to this video where today I thought I'd take you through a little day in the life slash vlog of what I get up to in a typical day. Also, I said a typical day and that's probably not the best word used to describe a day like today. I'm currently self-isolating, I've got a bit of a cough and half my family have COVID at the moment. So yeah, I'm self-isolating and I'm going for a COVID test this afternoon. So I do have some schoolwork to do still, even though I'm at home, but I guess the benefit of doing it this way is that you can see what schoolwork I do, because obviously I can't really film myself during college. I'll try and add some brief timestamps about what time of the day I'm doing certain things, and I'll try and make the day as long as possible, as in not do anything extra, but just record basically from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. So yeah, just about to have some breakfast. Today we're having some Weetabix. The last packet. Cereal always goes first. Alright, so the time is 9:25. I've had quite a lazy morning, haven't really done much. So I think it's time to get on with some work. So to start off, I'm going to do the maths lesson that I'm going to miss today, which is parametric integration. So basically I've got a couple of videos to watch and then a couple of questions to do from the textbook. So yeah, I'll do that now.
Parametric integration.
So I've watched some videos, it's now 20 to 10, so I'm just going to do about probably half an hour. I don't think I need to do much more, or just some practice questions from the online textbook. Yeah, just to make sure I understand this, and I'll move on. Alright, so I finished that kind of virtual lesson, so to say. It's now 10:15, it wasn't that bad. Quite a nice way to start the day of work, I'd say. So yeah, let's move on. So I'm now just going to quickly email my economics teacher, just to let them know that I'm not going to be in today, obviously. And if there's any extra work, he can send me that through. So yeah. Alright, so it's now 11 o'clock. I'm going to do a bit of economics work till about 12:15. So because I'm not in lesson, I'm just working through the economics booklet that I would usually do. So I'm going to do a bit of lesson 1 that I didn't finish off last lesson, and just working through lesson 2 basically. For those of you who are interested at the moment in economics, we're on the macroeconomics section. So I'm doing this booklet, which is on economic growth and development, and specifically in this lesson I'm doing purchasing power parity and also human development index, and looking at economic development and how to measure it. Alright, so I finished my economics work, so I'm going to sit down and just have a bit of lunch. So for lunch today we got a bit of pasta. This is just left over from last night's dinner, so I thought I'd just finish it off. Yeah. So I just finished lunch. It's now about 25 to 1 and I'm going to get tested for coronavirus. So I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, so I've just been to get my test. Here's a little test receipt. Hopefully it's negative, but about to get on the way back. Alright, so it's about 2 o'clock. I have just got back from going for my COVID test. The reason it took quite a while is because we had to pick some things up on the way back. Now I'm going to do a bit of graph sketching practice because I have an interview coming up in the next couple of weeks which I need to know how to do some graph sketching for. So I'm doing a bit of practice from that. I'll do this from about 2 to 2:30 and then from 2:40 to 4 o'clock I have my further maths lesson online. I'll probably film quite a bit of that, showing you what we're doing. And yeah, the structure of them lessons. Alright, so I've been able to do a decent amount of graph sketching, about 40 minutes almost, and now I've got my third maths lesson, so this lesson is via Google Meet for me obviously because I'm at home isolating, but I'll record quite a decent amount of the lesson to show you what we're doing, what I'm doing at home, what we're learning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, to start off with, we're doing a mini test. It's just a little test we have to do each week for maths and further maths, 8 marks, so I'll do that now. Alright, so this further maths lesson, I've done a mini test and we're just doing a starter now. It's just a continuation of improper integrals which I started at home yesterday. I don't think it's like too difficult of a lesson in terms of really hard to understand. I'll just work through the lesson and I'll document it for you guys. So now we've done a bit of content, we've gone through that starter which was just quite a simple improper integral, and now it's doing a bit of textbook work. So via the online Pearson Active Learn site, I've been able to access the textbook and just going to do a couple of questions from there now. Alright, so it's got a bit harder. We're now doing a little bit of partial fractions. So we're integrating with limits of infinity and 2, 1 over x squared minus 1, so x squared minus 1 on the denominator. So yeah, having to use partial fractions here to figure out the solution. So yeah, that's actually quite a nice question. You have to split up this into partial fractions, integrate it, and then you combine the lns. And it's something I haven't seen before so obviously I'm integrating with my top limit as tending to infinity. And I've got a fraction inside my ln, and it's quite hard originally to just see what that is going to be because you've got infinities in there and that always just confuses me. But be able to do long division there and seeing that I get ln, and then inside the bracket I get 1 minus 2 over x plus 1. And I know that 2 over x plus 1 as x tends to infinity is going to tend to 0. So I just see x ln of 1, which is just 0 obviously. So yeah, it was quite a cool question. I'll see if I get it right. So yeah, I got that question correct. The answer was ln root 3 if you were interested. I think this further maths lesson is kind of drawing to an end now. It'll probably be a final little question, a little point. And then I'll go and do a workout from probably about 4:30 till 5:30 and I'll document that for you as well. So I'm in my garage, which we have converted into a kind of gym, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm going to do a quick hour workout, which will take me to about just before when I usually eat dinner. Today I'm doing a push workout, so that is chest, shoulders and triceps. I'll record quite a bit of it, let you guys see what I'm doing, I'll talk you through what I'm doing as well. Yeah. So just going to warm up, and before warm up on a push day, I'm just going to do a bit of bench press, but just with a bar, just working on technique, and then just a bit of mobility work with another smaller barbell, just to work on my shoulder mobility. So my first exercise for this push day is the flat barbell bench press. I haven't been that consistent with coming to the garage or the gym, whatever you want to call it, over the last couple of weeks, so I'm guessing, well, I know that I have lost some strength, but hopefully we'll be able to work up to at least a couple of relatively heavy lifts, relatively heavy sets, at least by my standards of heavy. But yeah. I managed to work my way up for 90 for 2, which, considering I haven't been coming here recently, the last few weeks, a month almost, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not too disappointed. I know it's not that heavy, but yeah, I haven't lost too much strength, so that's always good to know. So I just finished my workout. I'm now having a protein shake, and I'm just going to finish off a bit of the maths work that I was set for today. So the maths lesson that I'm doing today is called Related Rates of Change and Forming Differential Equations. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't entirely know what that means, but let's find out. I'm sure it'll be fun. Yeah, that lesson's now done. It only took me about probably 40 minutes. It seems like quite a cool topic, to be fair. Obviously this was only the first lesson of it, so it was just like an introduction really. But yeah, it seems pretty cool. I'm looking forward to see where it goes and what applications it has. I'm now going to go down for dinner, and I'll talk to you afterwards. So I'm sorry I didn't get much footage after dinner. I spent most of the evening just playing some card games with my brother and his girlfriend. Quite a nice way to finish the day. But before I go to sleep, I'm just going to do about 20 minutes of reading of this new book that I have bought. It's called The End of Banking by Jonathan Macmillan. So yeah, 20 minutes of reading. I do this most nights before I go to bed. And that's the end of my day. If you want to see more stuff like this or more videos, then just like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next week.